3 words. First word, on. Second word, the. Third word, el agua, el mar, un río, el mar, un río. No, es la orilla del mar. Ay, no, sí, de verdad, es la orilla del mar. Y me encanta la orilla del mar. Es un lugar donde la orilla del mar, la frontera con la tierra. Es una zona liminal con esa magia. Y hay varios por aquí en Inglaterra. Hay de Tynemouth, Salburn, Reca, Brighton. Todos estos tienen esos lugares que son, sí, las orillas del mar. Vale. Y tengo muchas memorias preciosas de la orilla del mar. Y estuve una vez con toda mi familia por la playa y por entrar Bueno, con esa memoria yo estaba con mi familia y puse los dedos en el mar y después, para secarme, yo me puse a broncearme en el sol y yo solo quería... So I've got a story that I really want to tell you, and it's a really beautiful metaphor. It's about being lost and being put into a situation not of your choosing. It's called The Minotaur and the Labyrinth. So in ancient Greece, there was this king called King Minos, and he had a son who wasn't really his son because his wife had had an affair with Zeus as a bull. So when he was born, he had a little tiny baby's body and the head of a bull. And as he grew and started to toddle, he developed a taste for human thighs when teething. So for the health and safety of the general population, King Minos decided that the Minotaur should be kept in an underground labyrinth. But having developed a taste for human carpaccio, the Minotaur needed feeding human flesh. So King Minos exploited his international relations with Athens, saying that he wouldn't go to war with them if you send 9 Athenian young people every year to go into the labyrinth. They were never heard from again. Imagine being one of those young people. Like, they had to leave their homes, their families, their language, their food, and go all the way to this land, into the labyrinth, where they didn't know anyone, and they didn't know their way around, and they didn't know how the Minotaur was going to behave. It's like if you want to become the best doctor you can be, and the opportunity comes for you to go to medical school in a different country. You have to leave your family, your friends, the language and culture, and go to a different place where they speak differently, they eat weird foods, they dress differently, and you don't know your way around. So this new place is your labyrinth, and these people, the teachers and students, they're the Minotaur. I was in Mexico once with some friends. We were going to a bar, and my friend suggested, let's move on to the next bar, and I said I'll just go get my jacket and I'll be ready. And they just started laughing. And they just kept laughing. they just kept laughing and it just started ringing in my ears. And I just felt choked inside. And I felt like I didn't want to speak anymore. Mexico was my labyrinth. And my friends were the Minotaur. Told you the story had a beautiful metaphor.
This is a story called The Boy Who Flew Too Close to the Sun. Daedalus and Icarus are in prison. Daedalus makes wings out of feathers for them to escape. But Icarus flies too close to the sun, the wax melts, and he falls into the sea and dies. The moral of the story is A, don't fly too close to the sun, and B, always question what ambitions are acceptable. Don't aim too high, as you could fail and it could end catastrophically. I've prepared a short movement piece that I feel conveys the story and its morals, and I'd like to share that with you now. I was in the bar that night in Mexico, laughing at Patricia. The thing is, when she said, "I'm going to get my jacket," where we were in Mexico, that means I'm going to have a wank or to masturbate. Now, Patricia was actually going to get her jacket, but when she said this, it does have a double meaning where we were, and it does mean to have a wank, and we started to laugh. And I know that's immature and childish, but in the context of things, we were in a bar and she was going to have a wank, that's funny, and you can't help it, but wanking is funny, masturbating is funny, and the more we were laughing, the more we kept laughing, and I can't... I know I shouldn't have laughed. I know I keep saying I shouldn't have laughed, but now I see how upset I made Patricia by laughing, and it was all of us, and we were all laughing, and the more I laughed, the more the friends laughed, and we just kept laughing at her. But wanking is funny, and I couldn't, and now I see how bad it's made her feel, and I don't really know what to do. But you will have been that person too. You will have been that person that laughs because your friend says something silly that they didn't had a double meaning, and you will have been that person. And
formidable, formidable. Tu étais formidable, j'étais formidable. Nous étions formidables. Formidable. Tu étais formidable, j'étais formidable. Nous étions formidables. Oh bébé, oups, mademoiselle, je vais pas vous draguer. Promis, juré, je suis célibataire depuis hier, putain. Je peux pas faire d'enfant et bon, c'est pas, hé, reviens, 5 minutes quoi. Je t'ai pas insulté, je suis poli, courtois et un peu fort bourré. Mais pour les mecs comme moi, vous avez autre chose à faire, hein. M'auriez vu hier, j'étais formidable. Formidable. Tu étais formidable, j'étais formidable. Nous étions formidables. Formidable. Tu étais formidable, j'étais formidable. Nous étions formidables. Oh, tu t'es regardé, tu te crois beau parce que tu t'es marié. Mais c'est qu'un anneau, mec, t'emballe pas. Elle va te larguer comme elles le font chaque fois. Et puis l'autre fille, tu lui en as parlé. Si tu veux, je lui dis, comme ça c'est réglé. Et au petit aussi, enfin si vous en avez. Attends 3 ans, 7 ans et là vous verrez si c'est formidable. Formidable. Tu étais formidable, j'étais formidable. Nous étions formidables.